Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, Sandy and Kat and Dr. Anthony, Mike, Grasshopper, Sky. Who else? Did I say Sandy? I think I said Sandy. And we'll just wait and see who else shows up. But we're here and gonna get some stuff done. Sarah, we'll kind of wait for her. She should be here pretty soon. And
sorry.
Hi, Blackie and Ed and Bob.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So we don't have very many people here yet, but I'll go ahead and give everybody a sneak preview of what I've got. I'm going to work on a buffalo tonight, but I'm not really going to show you yet. I don't even really have it laid in yet. I'll do that while I'm talking. And
yeah,
this is my wily coyote from last night.
Oh, nice.
He looks great.
Very cool.
And then I've got also just one other thing. I've got a couple others that I'm working on, but they aren't ready yet tonight. So I've got this little swan card. He's a trumpeter swan.
Gorgeous.
Which is a native to North America. Used to be all the way across the United States, but there's not very many on the East Coast anymore because the mute swans kind of have taken over the East Coast.
It took me ages to work out what your shirt was, Bob.
Oh, really? Little dragon.
And I thought,
that's
hang
awesome.
on, I recognize that.
I started to wear my carnivore plant shirt that Ed and I got at the Oddities and Curiosities, and I thought, nah, I'm going to wear this since it's going to be an auction tonight.
And Ed, I'm going to put you up so you can show us your guy and talk about what you're going to do to him.
I'm going to paint this guy, and then I think I'm going to give him stats and a name and see maybe Dungeons and Dragons will accept it into the monster manual.
Nice, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
As a new monster. So yeah. Unfortunately, the light to make me like a decent color here is super bright when I see, look at how bright my fingers are.
Yeah.
So when I bring something white up, it loses all the definition and details.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
It is always really hard for me too with my artwork to get it to show right.
What a difference.
Yeah. I'm going to be painting this tonight is my goal. And I just remembered where I think my paints might be in a board game that I have in the other room that I was painting before Christmas. So I think I'm going to go check that really quick. But otherwise, I have other paints that I will paint it with.
Okay, go check it real quick.
Okay, you might want to go to all group shot though. So
that's what I'm getting over there. Give me a chance.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. So are you still working on your drawing, Blackie?
Yeah, I will be shortly.
Oh, I've got to find a buffalo to look at while I draw a buffalo. So I'm going to
Sarah's having technical issues.
Uh-oh.
Uh-ohs. What? I think I'll draw a buffalo butt.
Buffalo butt.
I'm out of here.
You know you like the buffalo butts.
They're all right, but once you've seen one or two,
Sarah's going to try and come in with her issues.
is she having sound again?
No, this time screen. She's just a red screen in the StreamYard window.
Oh,
Stay down, Worm. You've already made me cuss tonight.
I don't see her yet.
Francis Cliff.
So everybody's quiet.
Yeah,
Oh
sorry,
my God, it's dead air.
I was eavesdropping on my mum and her carer's conversation in the shower.
Ah, okay.
I could
Hopefully.
hear somebody talking, but I thought it was the Deads. Okay.
This is classic.
You just hear voices, not understand it.
What's that?
I just hear voices, but not well enough to understand it.
Yeah, understandable.
When my dad was dying, after a while, my mom started getting a nurse in to help, like a couple times a week. And the first day the nurse showed up, I was there to answer the door. Now my dad was a real prick. I mean, I have to say it. He was a prick. But he didn't like, hi, Chicklets 23. He didn't like, how do I put this? He didn't like unattractive people. Like I say, he was a prick. And he absolutely hated anybody baby talking. Absolutely hated it. Right?
I can appreciate that one.
Yeah.
Same here. The biggest turnoff to me in the world is when a girl starts doing that crap.
Spongy has
So-
made it.
So the doorbell rings. I answered the door, and this nurse is standing there, and she's got an extremely heavy face with tiny little eyes, and like a big face, like, yeah. So I take her back to my dad's room, and she goes in the room and she starts baby talking to him,
Oh God.
and she's like, "Hello, Mr. Earlywine, how are we today?" And she's going on and on. And my mom and I are standing there kind of like waiting for the shit to hit the fan, right? And he stares at her, and he looks at my mom and me, and she's like still baby talking to him, and he's staring at her, and he looks at my mom and me again, and he says, "Get her out of here. Take her to the kitchen and feed her," or something. It's like, oh my God.
Poor lady.
Yeah, she got what she needed to do done, but when she came out, she had little tears in her eyes, and I felt really bad for her. Because, like I say, my dad was not the nicest person. He just wasn't.
Bless her heart.
Hi, Kiwi.
G'day.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi. I thought
How
I
did
was
you
just going to be a red screen, but it turns out that you can see me. So
Yeah, you look fine.
lucky everyone.
Picture's good.
How did chucking a sickie go today?
I chucked it.
Did you put on a voice or anything when you made the phone call?
No, I didn't. But that's because I didn't make the phone call. I couldn't find her phone number. So I had to send her an email. But I've done that once before when I was really, truly sick. I sent her the email and she got it and it was fine. So I sent her the email and I apologized. I said, I don't know. I'm sure I have your phone number, but I said it might be just my sick brain. I can't find it. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one. Good one.
So,
Good one.
Yeah, that was well thought up. Even if was it intentional? It was evidence. You were definitely implanting evidence into her mind.
you know, a little bit. But of course, like the thing is, I do feel really guilty for lying. I'm trying to get over that and go, it's just work and it doesn't matter.
Mm.
It's just that she's a nice lady. So it makes me feel kind of uncomfortable to not be truthful to her personally. But also it's just a job and I can chuck a sick here if I want to.
It's the God-given right.
I needed to. I needed to be here, so it's all fine.
Let me take a look at what's going on over there. Lots.
So I'm going to work on a buffalo butt, and we'll give a little bit more time for more people to come in. Hi, Aquatic Moose.
On a buffalo
Hey,
butt.
Aquatic Moose.
Yeah, I'm going to draw a buffalo butt tonight.
Nice.
You know, everybody needs a good buffalo butt, right?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Sarah, I'm wearing one of your drawings.
I saw that. Very cool. I like to see it.
Okay, show everybody again, Bob. Very awesome shirt.
Jeez, it looks so good on black.
Yeah, it does.
It is good colours, that one. I like that tail so much.
Mm.
So I'll show everybody. Let's see, we got 16 people in, and slowly more people are wandering in. But I'll show people what I've got tonight, and then I'm going to work on buffalo butt. But we'll be doing an auction here in a little bit. I'll go ahead and blow myself up for a brief moment. I've got the drawing that I started last night of the coyote.
Dan's dragon, yes, Cat.
And then I've got a little card of a trumpeter spawn.
Cute.
So, and now we need to blow Sarah up so she can show us what she's got tonight.
Well, everybody must think I'm much more organised than I really am. Because I don't actually really know what I was going to do this little guy.
Yeah.
And I was considering maybe also.
Which I love that one. I wish I was rich. I want that one.
And I was also thinking potentially this rainbow guy.
Nice.
Depending.
Stay down.
Where my brain's at. I have got a lot of things, but yeah, I'm trying to stay like, I don't want to just show everything. maybe, and then it'll just be the whole stream, or I just can flick through my collection of drawings. But we'll see. I'm going to be trying to do some work on a couple of ones that I haven't finished. So you never know. I might swap one of those.
Yeah.
for
If
one that
if I get my buffalo butt, then I'll throw it up there too. But I might have to do it. I've got to pay my electric bill, but not until I think I've got till Thursday, so I could do some more on Wednesday or Tuesday. Well, Tuesday's Blackie stream, so Wednesday. But so the buffalo butt will be coming up pretty soon too.
And don't forget, Ed's new stream starts Wednesday too.
Oh yeah, right after yours
Mhm.
with D&D, which is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
What is it? Dungeons and Degenerates.
Yeah, Dungeons and Degenerates. That
Did
works.
you see the thumbnail I made today? I don't know if he's posted it yet.
I didn't see it.
I'm pretty good at making these thumbnails. And so my thumbnail editor has been on kind of on the blink lately, but I can get some stuff done still. But that's what I came up with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the same thumbnail until we get to level 2.
Yeah,
And then
that looks
every
pretty
time
good.
we level up, I'll make a new thumbnail.
Nice.
Hi, Bunny.
Good idea.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. That looks good.
There we go. Thanks.
Pretty cool.
I just threw some of my dice out on a D&D mat and took that photo. To get the dice to stand up in the bag, though, I filled it with paper towels.
Mm-hmm.
The tricks of the product photographer.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, since you've been doing some stuff with resin, Ed, have you thought about making dice? Because I often think that would be fun. But
I haven't thought about the dice as much as, I mean, I've thought about it in the past. I thought about putting little skulls in dice, clear dice, and have paint little skulls like that, what's it called? That gray, oh man, sand bleached bone. It's like the brown bones. Like, I thought about doing something like that, but I really want to make a gelatinous cube from it.
yeah.
That's my goal. I'd really like to do one of those.
It kind of makes it a bit more permanent than your other one, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, Bunny Viper.
But I can put a light in it.
So have you made painted any of the little Dungeons and Dragons figurines, Ed?
Oh, can you say that again? You kind of broke up when...
The D&D figurines, have you done any of them?
Oh, yeah, I've done lots and lots of those over the years. Well, I used to do them kind of on your show.
Yeah, I was trying to think if you did any D&D ones or if they were for different other games.
They were actually for a different game, but yeah, I've done the D&D ones. But normally what I find is it's cheaper to just use D&D or use ones that I've made for other games for my D&D stuff, because the D&D stuff, it changes every week.
Yeah.
You know, and so
And it's
I just
really
kind of go around and
expensive,
get the inventory.
because those little tiny figurines, I bought a couple for my son before because he likes to paint them and collect them, and oh my god, those things are expensive.
Oh yeah, Jess used to paint them on the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's who used to talk about doing the streams with the Dungeon and Dragons, Jess.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
She was wanting to get one started.
She used to always tell Sarah, too, that she should design creatures for D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's just
I
that
think
she
that'd
was
be
going
awesome.
to work with me because I don't know how, apart from doing the drawings, and she was going to work out all the other stuff to make them.
Compatible in the dungeon verse.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically doing with this guy right now.
Let me see what you're doing there. That looks really cool.
Pardon me.
Oh, I love that guy.
What I've done is I put pink in the gills. Boy, the light is just so bright. I put pink in the gills, but then I'm going to go over it. I put like orange stripes on the side, and now I'm just muddying it down with a real clear, like watery based paint. And I just kind of smush it around, and I never let any of it get too thick anywhere or too thin. So it's always like, because like when you look at an animal, they generally have different colors and stuff, and
Bit more texture to it.
Yeah, I'm just constantly adding different textures, kind of.
Cool.
Very cool.
Looks good.
And then when I'm done, I'm going to paint it all with a high gloss to make it look like it's in the ocean.
Well, we keep going up and down on the numbers. I don't know. Should we see if anybody's interested in starting a bid on anything?
Sure.
So we might have to wait a little while because, like I say, we don't have a whole lot of people in here right now. But I'm going to hold up the Swan and see if anybody wants to bid like $15 on it to start. Let me blow myself up. Yep. Trumpeter Swan.
I've just realised it's very slack of me. I didn't say hi to Huawei. Sorry, Huawei.
Oh no. So we'll see if anybody wants to bid on it, and if not, we'll try one of Sarah's drawings to start. And I will work on the buffalo butt.
Buff, butt.
I need to sharpen my pencils. I hate sharpening my pencils because I always end up breaking them.
You know how Sarah mentioned the other week about that little planer, the fancy one that's used to sharpen pencils?
Yeah.
So I googled it up to put the link in the chat, and now all my Instagram and Facebook ads are mostly from that company.
Yeah.
The planer, and there's, what was the other one called? The Iris.
Oh, and I sure shit. I just broke the lead. Ah! Sorry. I'm cussing.
Was that the pencil you were just banging on the table?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make all the leads break up the middle?
I don't know, but it made me mad, so.
I don't know if that's actually true. Is it?
They say I always try not to drop any of mine, but
Oops.
Actually, the main banging was from the pencil sharpener.
Yo, those things you can bang around as much as you like.
Aquatic Moose says, Blackie, what kind of art is that?
What's he talking about?
I don't know.
The art that I just made with my hands. Cigarette.
Okay, I don't see any bids on mine. So, Sarah, do you want to throw one up?
Sure.
I'm hoping we get more people in. Last Sunday we had like a lot of people in here. But
I wonder if
so
not
much
having the
tonight.
mafia messed it up.
I don't know.
I just don't know. I feel like I just need like Mikey's guidance in everything. Like I can't make the decision what to put up by myself. In private, he knows this, that he gets the 50,000 messages and pictures and which one and this one, and then I was thinking this and I was thinking that, and yeah. And I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, I had it almost sharp and it broke again.
But yeah.
There's there's a few kids over watching Griffin's Fish Room stream.
Oh,
Vibes,
Griffin's on?
Griffin and Vibes. There's what do we got there? 12 people. Aquatic Moose is there. It's funny how we can be in 3 places at once.
Yeah, we can wait a little while and see if more people come in. Because we only have like 14 people in here right now.
I'm happy waiting and drawing.
Yeah, me too. If I can get my darn pencil sharp.
Maybe one day, if I have some money, I'll have to gift you one of those planes. They're so beautiful.
You know, it's like all of their stuff is not only very functional but very, very gorgeous.
I have this incredible affection for like really well made tools. Like I really like them. Tools are great. They're so helpful, but to have one that's like really well made, that's made beautifully and does its job beautifully, and you can like tell if you've used lots of different kinds of tools. There's some that are made and they kind of look like the right tool, but they don't work the same way as something that's been really designed and made well.
Yeah.
And then it lasts forever and it does what it needs to do so well. And yeah.
Hey, are these guys Scungy?
Oh yeah.
Is that the tip on them? Is the side of it like a felt tip pen, or is it just a ballpoint still?
No, I don't think it's like a felt tip at all. It's just got a ball in the very end.
I could not focus my eyes that small onto the ball on the end. But yes, yeah, it's quite nice.
Like flows out a lot. Yeah, a lot of ink comes out of it.
Yeah.
And I like the way that I can use it and it can be unpredictable. You can add that element of it, you know. Some pens, and there are some like I really, really like the rapidograph ones, and they're really fun to use, but they pretty much have, that's how big the line is, and you have to hold it in this direction and draw that line, and you'll get that perfect line every time. Whereas this is like the opposite end to that. Hold it in different ways, and you can get a lot of different lines.
G'day, Mooney. Hey, Ed Garcia Aquatics, and g'day, Garcia.
Really? Hi.
Hey, Garcia.
Ed says he likes the tank behind you.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's the fluval, the mega fluval, the 32-gallon that Matt from Liquid Zoo mailed me or gave me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty crazy. It's one of the nicest gifts I think I've ever gotten.
He shipped you a whole tank.
Well, he bought it from my local fish store, and when I went to the fish store, they gave it to me. It was pretty crazy.
Wild. What a dude.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Matt from Liquid Zoo, or
Might have to become
Fishfam
better friends
links.
with Matt.
Yep. He was way too generous.
Can you ever be way too generous, though?
Well, I don't think I deserved it, but I appreciate it.
That's the humility kicking in, Ed.
Yeah. But then it's filled with Grant and Shelby's shrimps. From Garden of Eden.
Oh, nice. Ed is painting a creature that he made.
It doesn't have a
He's
name
going
yet,
to
does it?
town on it.
It's looking good.
Maybe I'll turn off my light and see if you guys can see it better once I get more of it done.
I'm going to probably have to start breaking the dead air with burps soon.
With what?
Burps. But it's
Oh.
not my show.
Well, another one of my
Oh,
shows
Mooney,
that I
thank
watched
you.
with my dad started up 3 weeks ago, but we just discovered it today, so we got to watch 3 episodes.
What was it?
That's the Wicked Tuna. So there's 3 shows we watch other than football. We like Wicked Tuna, Deadliest Catch, and BattleBots.
No, yeah, BattleBots is pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
That's very nice of you, Mooney. More pizza.
That's what I had today. I made a frozen pizza. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, I did that the night
Frozen
before
pizza
that.
is better than no pizza.
This is true.
Any pizza is better than no pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I normally buy the Jack sausage and pepperoni, and my dad, I guess, was eating a bunch of them and replaced mine with just pepperoni ones. And pepperoni's not so hot. It's just pretty boring. So, oh well.
Yeah, I had
pretty
a
surprised.
housemate who used to steal my cans of bourbon and Coke out of the fridge while I was at work. And
Now that would.
And then he'd replace them with, lesser brands, the cheapest ones he could find, and tell me that he'd replaced them.
Oh my goodness.
And
Did
then
he
he'd just
live?
pinch them. He did. Then he just pinched them the next day anyway. I can't honestly tell you if he's still alive. Last time I heard,
Not
things
dead by
were
your
going. No, he's definitely not dead by my hand, and I wouldn't say if he was, would I?
Hi, Daniel.
G'day, Dan.
People are starting to wander in, so I'll show you guys again what I'm going to be selling tonight. I've got the coyote that I was working on last night. a 5x7. And I've got a little card of a swan, trumpeter swan. And I'm working on a buffalo butt. And Sarah has a couple things that she's going to sell later too.
Yeah. So I've got wet paint, so I'm trying to move before my water dries. Hang on, that's the wrong way.
Those guys are so cute.
Yeah, I should be better at.
So we'll try to get, I know there's a couple other streams going on right now, so we'll see if we get like up to 20 people and then we'll do an auction. Does that sound good to you, Sarah?
Sounds good.
What do you think, Blackie?
Yeah, I think that's good. Also, if there's anyone that's listening to both chats or other chats in other streams, drop in the chat to tell them to come this way afterwards. That'd be tops.
Yeah.
I don't mind begging for the views.
Trash
What did you
cat,
say,
hi.
Don't do it right now. Do it when they're about to end.
Yeah.
People get
Bob
bitter
threw out
about that.
$50. I'm sure it's for one of Sarah's, but we're going to wait and see if we get like, we're up to 16. If we get up to 20 people, then we'll start the auction. I really need to find a better pencil sharpener. I really need my pencil sharpened. So I'm going to be right back because I'm going to go see if I can find a new pencil sharpener because I think I've wore out the one that I was trying to use. I broke 2 pencils on it already, so it's about ready to get thrown across the room and bounce off a couple walls. You know, all that good stuff. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to go look in my
G'day, Trash Cat. How are you? Oh, Bobo's already popped a bid in the chat. I think we know what that one's for, don't we, Bob? Oh my goodness, so many burps today. It's not even Wednesday yet. Huawei, I'd rather have no pizza than Pizza Hut. I always quite enjoyed Pizza Hut pizza.
That's one of the best pizzas around here.
Well, see, I did, but I only ever ate it as a kid, and I wonder if that, you know, impacted my. Because they used to have that all you can eat, and it was like the only place that had it. I think I only went there a couple of times, but that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I don't think I experienced Pizza Hut until I was in my teens. And then I think there's only one Pizza Hut left in Australia. And it's out at Kingaroy or Gympie or somewhere. Oh, that looks nice now. Nicer now.
Mine's right at the bottom of the hill.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
Go down, eat your pizza, then walk up the hill a couple of times to walk it off.
Yeah. I'd probably have a heart attack walking up my hill. It's about I don't know, 3/4 of a mile, almost like this.
Yeah, right.
But still, it's not a bad idea. Except people fly down it. They go super fast going down because you just kind of let off the gas and you just toast. But you really build some speed at the end. They always have like these this electric thing that tells you what your speed is, like halfway down. So people slow down.
At least it's not taking photos.
Right.
Yeah, it's too tempting on very steep, long hills like that not to just put the clutch in and let it go, or even push harder down the hill. My sister lives at the top of a very steep one as well. It's like when I was first driving, as a young fella, driving down that hill almost, gave me a vertigo-like sensation because of how vertical it seemed. Feel a little bit, what do you call it? Acrophobic. Looking down the hill, almost feels like the back wheels of the car are going to fly over the front.
Yeah, that's cool. I would hate to do it though. If it would like ice up here, forget it. I'm not leaving the house.
Yay, I found a couple.
Yeah.
Found one good one for sure. That I still have a couple of them, but I figured out that if I go to Walmart or another drugstore and go to their eye makeup section and get the pencil sharpeners for the eyeliner pencils, they're really good. They're a lot better than what you can get for drawing pencils. So, which they're just like that. And they're made for eyeliner pencils. And for a while there, every time I went to the store, I'd clean them out of all their pencil sharpeners, which they probably normally only sell one a year. So they were probably trying to figure out what the hell was going on. But yeah.
He hasn't even got eyeliner on.
But they work a lot better than the little ones that you buy to sharpen the art pencils or whatever. They're a lot big. I think it's because the eyeliner pencils are super soft. So,
Yeah.
So they make these pencil sharpeners for them a little bit better. And the Prismacolor pencils are pretty soft too, so it worked not as soft as eyeliner pencils, but that's why they break so easily, is because the lead's so soft. So anyway, yeah, I found one of them. And it works really good, so yay.
Skanji, can you please tell Huawei what email address is attached to your PayPal?
It's hippies, HIPPIES _GO_SICA @hotmail.com.
Well, I'll type it into the chat as well.
I feel like that would have been.
Sarah, do you still have your awesome stickers?
Well, I do have some stickers. I wanted to get some more done.
Look, a sharp pencil. This is what makes artists happy. See that? See that? See that?
Yay.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember if it was that one or one of your other emails. So I just needed clarification.
I bought some of Sarah's stickers.
Who did we
and they were
lose?
the
We
best
lost
stickers
Bob.
in my life.
We're up to 18, so when we get 2 more people in here, we will go ahead and try another auction. But I don't know where Bob went. We want to wait for Bob before we do Sarah's stuff, because we know that Bob wants that one.
Sarah, do you have a website right now where you're selling things?
No, I don't. I can't. I meant to, but I need to raise myself the money to put the website up. So I might have to sort of get on a mission for that.
Do you not still have you stopped that other one that had some pictures on it and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I stopped paying for that one because I was going to get the other one up and going, and then I had to move. And so then that took all my money.
Bloody
send it
life
out.
gets in the way.
So yeah,
Well, maybe when you get your new website ready and it's all stocked up, I'll order some stuff off of it, and then I'll pay extra postage to get the Cthulhu guy or something.
well, I think the postage. I'm not sure, but I think that there's like certain sizes that you can send that, like, I can fit for the same price multiple things into one of those envelopes.
Yeah, but I was just
How much it
trying to
costs.
like say it'd be like kind of like a tip or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, and yes, that sounds good. I do really need to get it up and going. I keep on I'm the queen of procrastination.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I am, well, I'm not the queen, but I'm in the same boat. I've got to see, I've thought about trying to do a booth at the Clash, but I have to make probably 200 magnets.
Mm-hmm.
I have the shirts and the hats, but I'd like to make some of my fish and some of my skulls and maybe some of my hides and, just some different things. But that means I'm going to be working like 60-hour weeks or something just making stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of prep.
Well, all it takes is one good year at the Clash, and then you can hire some other lackey to do all the building for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scungy, I cut you off.
That's all right.
Well, my nieces make jewelry, and I thought about letting them come, and then they could sell their jewelry, and they could also sell everything at the booth. So that way they could work the booth, and then I don't have to work the booth.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Otherwise, I could have my mom and dad come again and have my mom sell stuff out of the booth, or my dad, and together. My dad will just sit there and talk to people the whole time. But that's okay too.
That's a good sales strategy.
Yeah, well, he'll probably be like at other booths asking people about their fish and stuff, and they're going to think they're going to get sales, and he's just interested.
Mm.
Well, besides how much of a mission that was, I do miss going and doing the markets and everything. So
Well, Bob says he's getting her stuff ready for bed, so maybe we should throw that one that he likes up for auction and just see how it goes. We got 19 people in here. I don't know. Blackie's their business manager. What do you think, Blackie?
Yeah, I reckon go for it. I've missed Moonstone's point though. Sorry, I had my head down, Mooney. Did I stuff up Sarah's email address? hippies_go_sick@hotmail.com.
that sounds right. Let me have a.
And then Mooney says, I'm vending a huge reptile show in April. Send me stickers if you want. I'll Venmo you the profit. Just an idea.
No, that's my email.
And then she's popped an email in the chat. If it sounds like a good idea, potentially we'd take that down.
Yeah.
You've got left, I guess.
Try and Well, the thing is, I do have quite a few because I feel like I keep harping on, but I had like ordered some not very long before everything like shut down. So I've got all the stuff. that I had for markets and things then. But when about? Because that's
What's that?
relevant. Hang on, my brain can't go two places at once. Like when would it be? April. Because I would have to, if I prep myself and postage. But you know what else?
What else?
Because the place that makes the stickers, even though, like, I got some samples from an Australian company to see if I might get them to print them. I still don't actually think they're quite as good as the other ones. But if I did get some stickers, I could get them shipped directly because they're in the US, the people who make the stickers.
Oh, yeah, that would work. You guys need to like email each other and see what you can come up with.
It'd be awesome if we could get you a booth at that Oddities, because you're such a better artist than a lot of those people at the Oddities, and I'm sure they were making a good profit.
Hi, Craig.
G'day, Craig. Stevie C.
I
Not
would
to
love
sound
to do it.
rude, but people would be more excited to buy from an Australian than another American, I bet, too.
Oh, yeah, you've got that whole exotic thing going on of being from another country and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there were just
Odyssey
there were
of my-
Canadian people selling,
Yeah.
and they let everybody know they were Canadian.
Isn't that just a preemptive attack so they don't get accused of being Americans? I'm
Well,
Canadian. That's okay.
They had like their flags up in their booth and stuff, and it's probably just because they know that the people like weird stuff or like anything different, you know.
I'd love to do that if it wasn't like completely on the other side of the planet.
Okay, I think that we ought to do a couple things for the auction, and we'll start with one from you, Sarah.
Ding, ding.
And that, Bob, I hope you're listening because there's the one that you wanted.
Is Bob somewhere?
He's been in the chat, so hopefully he's
He's here.
still here.
Okay.
So we'll start with that one there. Do
I
you
was
have a
gonna have to
minimum
bid
on
for
it,
Bob.
Sarah?
No.
No minimum? Okay. So do we got any bids for, I don't know what his name is. He needs to have a name, Alfred.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought Bob opened the bidding earlier with $50.
Yep, he opened the bidding for $50 on that one.
It's such a cutie.
It is.
Look at that little baby face.
Yeah, that kind of the face and your different faces on the different ones, you know, their characters. They could be in a book or something like the other
Yeah,
kids.
they could be. They could be illustrations for like a Dr. Seuss type book.
But with less silly rhyming.
I don't know. I like Dr. Seuss, even though everybody got mad at him. And like libraries.
Bob says he's calling him Little Ed. That'll work.
Man, at who? People got mad at Bob?
No, Dr. Seuss. I think.
What?
there was like some of his books were.
Oh yeah, they got mad because some of his books were they weren't even being recalled or anything. They were just being no longer published because they were really old and outdated.
Hmm.
And the Fox News got a hold of it and just acted like all of his books were being banned and da 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 da. And yeah, it was like really stupid. They just discontinued publishing like I think like maybe 3 or 4 books that were like really, really old.
Some of the really old
not
ones,
selling anymore.
I think
So,
he
yeah.
said like Chinaman in one of them and something else. And like, yeah, they're outdated terms, but they did make a big fuss about.
Yeah, they made a big fuss like Dr. Seuss was being banned because
all that stuff that's just gone down with the rewriting some of Roald Dahl's old work because of some of the words that were used and stuff instead of just leaving the literature alone. And apparently it's happening with more authors than just Roald Dahl.
Well, I know I picked my kids up some Enid Blyton books from the op shop once, and they changed the names because the names of the kids, one of the girls was called Fanny and one of the boys was called Dick. And yeah, they changed the names of the characters, and I don't know, I thought it was really stupid.
I think that's
stupid.
Okay, so Blackie, are you going to do the auction thing and the going once and twice and all that stuff?
I was waiting to see if Huawei was going to try and outbid Bob, but we don't need gazumpas going on, do we? And yeah, sorry, I was rambling on and talking and stuff. Anyone else got a bid on this picture? Or is it Bob's for $50 American? Going once? I suppose I've still got to give that 10 to 15 second difference.
Yeah.
Huawei comes through with a $51 bid. We didn't set any rules about increments, so
no. The only thing is never any cent. You can't go, like $50.01.
Makes no sense, Pam.
I know, huh?
I had to. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's okay. I'll make you pay for that later, Ed. You shall pay the price for mocking me.
9 cents.
How did I become the only one up? No.
You're the one with the buttons, love. Oh, Sarah's gone.
Oh, Sarah's gone. That's what happened.
Oh my gosh, you're lucky that Sarah's gone because you just called her love.
She says her computer's just crashed.
Oh, so we'll give her a chance to come back. We could go ahead and finish the bidding out on that, though.
Yeah. Oh, Bob says, but I expected to pay more. All right, well, I bid 60.
Bid $60.
I was about to say, well, Bob, I could bid 62 if you promise to go higher.
Oh, his bloody $60 bid was probably already in the chat before we said that, so he's already outbid it.
62.
Oh, you said 62, right. So
if
we've
he
got
promises to overbid me.
a conditional bid. Oh yeah, I guess then the bidding's at $62 with Chattanooga Ed tentatively on edge of our seats.
And Bob's probably going to punch me in the arm next time he sees me.
Probably both arms. Hello, Nola. How are you, love?
Hi, Nola. Well, I was going to go and give this guy blues and purples, but the browns aren't coming out too bad.
Hey, Gina.
G'day, Gina.
Bob says, congratulations, Ed.
Son of a biscuit. Hey, Bob, could I borrow $62.58? Wait, can I borrow $64? I might as well make a profit off this.
We got $65 from Bob Kayla. Going once, going twice. After I already did going once, so I went rapidly to going twice, but I'm leaving a gap again for the delay. G'day, Vibes. Griffin, long time no see.
Griffin, hi.
Guys, I tell you, that was probably one of the most fun shows I did in a long time was Vibe's show on Saturday evening.
What? My shows aren't any fun?
Not
Is that what you're saying?
Not as fun as Vibes.
Okay, I'll take that.
I think generally because when
I'm
Ed's
including
here,
mine in there.
he's Ed's always busy when he's here, so he doesn't get a chance just to sit back and have fun.
Well, it's probably how it is on my own show too.
What was I up to? Going 3 times.
$65, I think.
Sold
For
to
Bob.
Bob Kayla for 65. Congratulations, Bob. You've won yourself a little Ed.
Wait.
Which is
wonder, is he
actually the perfect name for it, too.
I wonder, is he going to paint a little red beard on it? Oh,
I wish Sarah was here so she could show everybody the drawing that just sold, but
yeah. Well, unfortunately, her computer's a what do you call them? A piece of shit.
Antique.
So yes, when it crashes and has to reboot, it's like a 7 or 8 minute process minimum.
Bummer. Well, that's how mine was getting. It was terrible. And all the t-shirts I sold, I was saving the money up on them, and I was able to buy this computer for $600.
You got a bargain on that, didn't you?
Oh my God, this computer is like a $1,800 computer. It's a Black Friday deal. Do you guys have Black Friday deals?
Yeah, it's catching on slowly down here, unfortunately.
Well, normally I never go out. For some reason, my mom needed like food to buy for maybe some party or something, so we had to go to Sam's.
I thought you were just saying, for some reason, my mum needed food.
Yeah. Well, so it's like the one day I don't want to go out is Black Friday. But she asked me to take her to Sam's to get something for something. And I saw the computer and I picked up one of the pieces of paper because they had like these little papers and you take them to the front and get the computer. And I just took the paper because I had all the stats on the computer and took it home and then asked around if it was a good computer. And they were like, yeah, that's a really good computer. And so I went back and they said, oh, sorry, that was a Black Friday deal. Every store only had 15 of those. And so they're all gone. And then the other lady said, well, let me still just scan it, the paper, because they only made 15 pieces of paper. And it was still sitting in the back of the warehouse.
Score. He shoots, he scores.
Oh, my gosh. It pays to be nice to your mom once in a while.
It's the moral to take away from this story, kids. Be nice to your mum.
okay, so I'm going to see if anybody wants to buy a coyote tonight. If anybody wants to bid on a coyote. And this is
Will
it.
this coyote get you across the border?
It will do whatever you want it to do, Ed. Oh, I wish my webcam would show it better, but you can kind of see it, but it's not really showing the detail at all.
Yeah, I was trying to suggest to Sarah that she takes photos of her pictures to do share screen to show them before the show, but because
Yeah, I should have done that with this one, but
she
I
got
didn't
so
get a
held
real
up with
good
her
picture
mum,
of
she
it.
didn't get a chance.
Wile E. Coyote. Okay, so if anybody wants to bid on it, it's a 5x7, and it will get matted to go into an 8x10 frame.
One of my son's middle names is Wiley. And look at, wow, what good timing. Just as I say that, he turns up.
What's the starting bid? Like, whatever, like $50. It's about $125 drawing, so we'll start the bidding at $50.
Yeah, Moose, we were having the discussion regarding the emu, and actually we were having it last night or yesterday afternoon when you started on the coyote about how amazing your eyes are. G'day, Jeff. Pam does brilliant eyes in her animals.
And everything Pam does is really amazing.
Not frame, but matted, so you can drop it into a ready-made frame. It'll drop into an 8x10 ready-made frame, which are really easy to get at Walmart and stuff with glass. Any 8x10 photo frame. So not framed because it's too hard to send the frame with glass because it's too easy to break it in the mail, but matted so that all you have to do is drop it into a frame.
And you can go to like the back of Hobby Lobby and the back of Michael's in their frame departments, and a lot of times they have return frames from other people's stuff, and you can get like $200 frames for like $15 and stuff. It's crazy.
Anyone thinking of bidding on the coyote?
Got 30 people in here. And if not, it's okay. I'll try again another night. I've got until Thursday before I have to get that bill paid, so I've still got a few days. But I've also got, oh, what did I do with the swan? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. So we'll skip the coyote and we'll see if anybody wants to do any bid on this little swan. And you can open the bid at $10 if anybody wants it.
Oh, wait. We had Mooney saying $25.
Yeah, that was for the coyote though, and I really got too much work into it for 25.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sure Mooney understands. Oh, right. I see. Huawei's already clarified that. It seems like a decent deal, Jeff. wife gets up at midnight for a double shift, so I stay up until she gets up, so I don't disturb her sleep.
So is Daniel bidding $20 for the swan?
I would say so, yes, because your coyote had a $50 minimum, and Daniel's a sensible enough lad to know not to go under the minimum. See,
Yeah,
senor.
okay. So we got $20 for the swan for Daniel.
What sort of swan did you say it was?
It is a trumpeter swan.
Trumpeter, that's right.
Trumpeters are awesome. They're my favorite of the swans.
Yeah, they're
lovely.
pretty cool birds, and they aren't as like the mute swans that have taken over the East Coast are so Oh, okay. So Mooney bid $50 for the coyote too. So okay. So I'd say the coyote's Mooney's.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Oh, I see, Mooney. I'm
Nice
so
job,
sorry.
Moon.
I can't run an auction for shit. Goodness, man. She says in the chat, $50 coyote. I got that.
Okay. Yep.
Going.
So my
I'm gonna try
PayPal.
glow in the dark paint and see what happens.
Ooh.
So can you throw up my PayPal real quick, Grasshopper? Okay. So that's and we'll just call them both sold. We'll go $20 for the swan for Daniel, and $50 for the coyote for Mooney. And you both got good deals on those, so congratulations.
Heck yeah.
Now, where is Sarah?
Just one step ahead of you. I did say that her computer rebooting process is a ridiculously long and arduous task.
Oh, I see her coming back. There she is. Yay.
Yay!
Victory.
So we sold your drawing while you were gone. Bob bought it for $65.
Lovely.
So did you want to try to sell another one? Because I'm all done.
Hold on. You know, sure. Why is he on muting?
Blackie is muted. Okay, there he goes.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to Wiley over here, young Wiley in the corner.
So the thing is, I don't know which one.
I suppose if anyone wants to open bidding on either of them, put a number into the chat and specify which one it is. You can just name it yourself and we'll work out which one it is.
Grasshopper wants one, but he doesn't get paid until the 8th. We could try again next week.
I can wait.
Same here, Grasshopper.
You know, I'm happy to wait.
Bob says 25 for the red one.
Red one?
Yeah, I would have bid on that coyote if I didn't have to wait until the 8th. The beautiful coyote.
Grasshopper says $50 for the red one.
Sorry, I'm back.
So we got $50 for the red one.
Oh. I wish you could see the details properly.
I know it sucks. I
Finally.
can't get mine to show very good either on the webcam. I mean, it shows it looks like blotchy color instead of all the details.
Mm.
If only you had time to take photos of them prior.
I know. I actually do probably have photos of this one.
Okay, Bob says $60.
Ooh.
And Grasshopper says $70.
Whoa.
Do a maybe try and find a picture with your other hand while you're holding it up that you could share, because the detail is really special in that one, and it's super like we are saying, super difficult to see on 720p webcams that aren't probably really 720p.
And Bob says 75.
You got to type faster, Cat, but I appreciate you picking up my slack.
Oh, Grasshopper says 85.
Jesus. Yeah, check out her Instagram, Jeff. Loads of good stuff on there. Plenty of bizarre and strange and outre stuff. Bob's upped it to 90.
Well, what do I do if I have the picture? Because I have the picture.
But not on your computer.
You'd have to send it to your Facebook and then save it to your computer.
Yeah, no, just
and then share image.
Or you could,
message
Or just send
if you messaged me like
I'll
on
share
Facebook, send it to my Facebook, then I can put it up.
Yeah, do that.
I would try,
Oh, yeah.
but I seem to remember that me and Mikey found that it takes away a lot of the resolution when you send them on the.
It'd probably take you just as long to email it to me, and then I could show it from an email.
Okay. Let's have a try.
I mean, even email it to yourself and share screen would work still, but I can do the share screening if you'd like.
Oh, hope you feel better,
Oh, no.
Nola. Have a good night.
Yeah, and get in the dark, turn everything off, silence, take some pills, and try and get some sleep.
Oh gosh, I have
And
to.
looks like
Go to the
Grasshopper
doctor.
has bought it for $100.
Nice.
Wowzers. Should I still be sending the picture? I'm trying.
I mean, yeah, it's probably the last time it'll appear on a screen, so I think everyone deserves the right to have a look at it in all its glory,
Yep.
or most of its glory. Shipping $69.99. What? Yeah, American Huawei. Australian, if you had to pay $100 in Australian, that would be about $3,722 to use.
You guys
That's
could
the way it works,
retire.
isn't it? Or did I get that backwards? I think I might have got that backwards. It's like 17 cents American.
I have tried to send those.
G'day, Mike. And what method did you send them in? Did you email them?
Yeah.
To moi?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it, Mooney. Appreciate it. I'm going to open up this, have a look at that. Click. Oh, hang on. You know, you can just put 2 images in one email.
Oh yeah, but sometimes if you don't know how big it is,
Ah, yeah, true.
so it's always safer to just put one.
Let us go from there to, oops. There. I don't know which one I should show first, though, because of the.
Yeah,
like
well, I didn't know whether the other one would be for showing. It's just because you can see those details. And
Struggle straight. Righto, I've put up a window.
I got it.
share.
Yep. Hang on.
And I can do. Oh yeah, I can do this plenty. Can't
Oh my
I?
gosh, that is awesome. Totally awesome.
Oh,
All the
gosh.
time. All
You
the
guys need to
time
tell me to look
on
up.
those bits.
Very cool, Sarah.
Intrigued by these bits. Yeah, I think you've scored yourself a ripper there, Huawei.
Yep.
And I think if I go other way, maybe. No, I can't do that here. Bear with me. Here's the pre-color version.
That one's cool too.
this
I
is
love the
why
use of colors.
I find it so hard when they're at this stage to decide to color them, because I just like the black and white, and usually it's good when it gets color, but it's like a really hard thing to overcome, to actually put color down on them. That was like this one. Oh, no one can see me anymore. Like I'm sitting around for ages, like so long before I finally decided to put color in it, and I'm so glad that I did.
I love this section through here. You can see my cursor move as I wiggle it around, yeah?
I can.
It's great. And a bit of that, a bit of that, and a bit of that.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, I guess that's Huawei says I normally would be all for black and white, but that color pops, and
Yeah,
it's
I know. I think it's amazing. I love it.
it's pretty fun to see a version like that where you can see the black and white version and it all colored up as well. Because yeah, I used to say the same thing Huawei about Sarah's stuff, that I always preferred the black and white, and then she started fiddling around with watercolors and stuff in it. Yeah, pops, baby. Yeah, Bob's saying the same thing too.
So in the end, I always try and keep some black and white. And some can be colour.
Huawei says what size frame?
Well, that's really up to you, but the paper itself is going to be about 21 by 29 centimeters.
8 by 12, 9 by 12. No, hang on. What did you say? 21 by 29. 21 will be, about 8 inches, and 29 is almost a foot, so 11 and a half.
That's how big the paper is. But then you can choose, because you could obviously just get a frame that's that big and you can get framed in there. Or you can get a bigger one with a mat board that will cover around it and then it sits bigger. But with these papers as well, you see it has this really nice edge. So sometimes when I've framed ones like this, I leave them like floating. And then you still have the frame bigger, but you just don't cover that edge because it's quite a nice edge.
Like in a completely see-through glass frame, or like mounted on a black background or something like that.
Yeah.
Floated.
Well, you can do the ones on the just on the glass, but like I'll bring this one. Because there's that frame that I left at your house. That's one of those glass ones, right, where it can just float inside the glass. But then, say with this one, you can see it's just been it's just on top, but it's on top of the background in the frame.
That's just the background that came with that frame.
Well, it's a piece of matte board, but that's how I wanted it framed. So, but this one's professionally framed
and mounted. That's how the paper comes, Moose. Moose asking how you get the edges of the paper like that. And is that your cotton paper?
Yeah, and that's called a deckled edge. So if you're looking for paper, if it says it has a deckled edge, that's where it has that. But some pieces will have one deckled edge and then other ones are straight cut, depending.
Righto, Mooney, hit me up, give me a message, and we'll talk about stuff. And Huawei, we'll let you know. Huawei said he's paid. I just wanted to check if it went through.
Okay, I thought he wasn't going to pay for a while.
No, don't worry about that for now. We can check the payments later on.
I can have a look now if you like.
Well, I was having fun listening to you talk about your processes. I think we're also due for Ed to hold his thing up, because I'm intrigued about the color changes going on at the back end there.
It's developed since the last time I've seen it, so.
I may turn out the light to see if you can see it better. I'm going to turn out the light and see if it comes in better.
See you, Mooney.
Oh, I love the shadows and stuff in that.
You can see the colors a lot better. in the dark.
It's not as reflective.
I like how the pink still comes through the orangey one that you've painted over top of it too.
That's cute.
Yeah, through his little gills.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, it came out pretty good, or so far.
He needs
I
his
still
own
need to do the
storybook too,
pupils.
man.
What adhesive do you use?
He sits perfect.
No, she said, what adhesive do you use, I think.
Oh, well, these are the 40K paints that I'm using right now. And then I also I use just the cheap paints at Walmart. That was my apple paint. That's all I use for my pink. So that costs, I think, 75 cents for that much paint, and I love it because you can mix it and do anything you want with it.
I'm pretty sure we
The-
cannot buy any paint for 75 cents.
The tusks, I used vanilla. I was going to use roasted marshmallow, but I went with vanilla. Just because, tusks are actually a little different than white. I just went with the ivory color. And I think it just makes it pop more. I still need to do the center of the eyes. And I was thinking about either a really bright blue pupil or a red pupil.
I think you should go and buy some rubies and glue them in.
Red might be nice. Oh, yeah. Well, not only that, because you know what you can get, except for it's really good to put them in before you bake them. Yeah, that will do. I got these little, are they Swarovski? I might be getting that wrong. They're like little fake crystals, but they're really inexpensive for the really tiny ones. And they have them with a heat activated backing. So when you put them onto the poly clay before you bake it, as it bakes, it activates the adhesive and then it sticks them on, and they're really well stuck on there. And they're pretty cool. And you can get lots of different colors and ones that have they call it Aurora, but where it's got the rainbow reflective as well.
I've got green and blue. Oh, I've got 5 or shades of blue, 1 green, and 1 red, I think. But these are just glass ones. They don't actually stick.
Well, I found that one's really cool. I don't know. Hang on.
Jeff asks you, Ed, if you use any of the Createx paint.
I mean, I don't think so. Who makes it? Or where would I get it? Jeff, I do. Most of my paints are
that's
cheap.
cool.
I just have lots of paints.
Hang on. I'm trying to show it. My brain's so retarded. That and that one.
You've got sick day brain, remember?
That's right. That one, again, you can't actually see the proper detail of it, but that's a moon shape one, but you can get all different sizes of just round ones. And that's well and truly stuck on there, and it just baked on there, and it's heat activated, and they're not expensive. I know it was a couple of dollars for 100 little gems or something.
Are they just flat backed, or do they recess into your?
No, it's flat back.
Those are cool.
And you can choose. They have ones that don't have adhesive, and then they have ones with adhesive. And yeah, Swarovski, they're called.
Say it again.
I think it's called Swarovski. I could be wrong.
SKIROVSKI.
Hang on. It's SWAROVSKI.
Swarovski. Don't
Well, if
know
I
if
ever
that
see them, I will
material
pick
and stuff
some
is
up.
fun.
I guarantee it.
I just bought them online, and they're like, I really liked them. And yeah, because the tiny little ones, you can just like pop them, pop, 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 and then you bake it, and then they're just like really well stuck on, and you don't have any like extra adhesive around, you know, because that's sometimes when you put the glue, there's like extra glue around it. It's really hard to get just the right amount to make it stick, and getting the right shape to stick them together and everything. So yeah, I don't know. But you can't see because that's all like faceted, and it's actually very pretty.
I would
But I
definitely
also
look into that.
I got these really cool eyes. I just don't know where the rest of them are. But they're like just glass beads, but they've got like
Oh,
pupil-y shapes.
yep.
And they've got a little piece of wire out the back. So I've got a little handful of those that I'm looking forward to making into fun people like this, maybe.
Oh.
You know.
Well, you know,
I just have to pull
all
it
my
out.
little glass rocks were made in Australia
There
that I have.
you go.
I took, when I cut the bags open, and I put them in Ziploc bags because they didn't seal back. I only needed like 2 rocks out of the whole bag. I think I'm going to go with a metallic red for the eyes.
Oh yeah.
Paint.
I like it.
Privateer Press makes the best metallic paints.
Mm.
I love Privateer Press. You can't really see the metallic, but this is like almost a green gold. It's like a tarnished gold. All their golds are neat. But yeah, I normally go for the cheapest paint I can get because I'm cheap. And I like to mix and have fun.
It all still works,
None
I
of 'em-
suppose, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't put it in a fish tank. It's all water-based stuff.
Hmm.
Boy. Seems like
So
the cat always
organized.
tears
Just
up the
envious
best
of that.
ones.
If I could show you a picture of my box with, hang on. Probably can't. I'll just show Mikey and he can enjoy it.
Of your
Yeah.
paintbrush box. I noticed before, Scungy, that you were holding up like a little snaily kind of dude too.
Like this one? This one? Or this one? No, I only showed you that one before. Maybe. This
He's
one?
so cute. He's cute.
You haven't showed me the framed one, but yeah, that's the guy that you were showing before.
Okay.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
I sent you a picture of the frame one before because I was thinking of putting it up on the auction.
Oh, was that in the 77,000 pictures that you sent me just before?
Yeah.
That I glossed over.
Sure. But yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Of course, I love all your work, to be honest, but you know, what can I say?
It's funny because I love some of my work. Like, I really love it. I feel very close to it, and it's hard to sell it and part with it and stuff like that. and then other ones I just hate. I just hate them.
Oh yeah, I do that too.
I want to burn them.
I always, when I first finish something, I always hate it. I always hate, I gotta like not look at it for at least a couple weeks
Yeah.
and then decide if I like it or not. Because when you start something, you have an idea in your head and how it's going to be, and then it doesn't turn out exactly how you want it to. It never does. And then you don't like it anymore when you get done with it. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Like, I try really hard, and my best stuff comes. I can't have any preconceptions, because if I plan it and decide what it's got to look like, it won't. So I will hate it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. And then I found out years ago. Awesome, Ed.
It's very cool.
Did his eyes with red.
Red was definitely the winner.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect, Ed. I love it.
Not
Very
focusing on that eyeball, but
I had this art collector lady that would buy a lot of my stuff when I first took it in to get framed. And when I first finished something, I hate it. And if she happened to catch me when I first walked in the door with it after I finished it to get it framed and still hated it, she got some really good deals. And then I would see it after it was framed before she picked it up, and I'd be like, fuck, why did I sell that so cheap? You know? God damn it. So I learned the best thing for me to do, if I can, is when I finish something, then like put it away somewhere and don't even look at it for a couple weeks before I decide whether it's any good or not.
No. Although, it's hard to believe that you do anything that isn't very good. But I understand coming from the...
So that stuff you guys sold today, do you both hate it?
No, I don't.
Don't tell the truth.
I'm not totally happy with the coyote, but I'll probably, like, if I look at like, I'll get a photograph of it tomorrow, and then when I look at it later, I might like it or I might not. I don't know.
No, I like the ones that sold today. I did like those kind of different ones. They're like a little bit different to my other ones. And I really like that fish one, but it has that thing where it still tears at me of sometimes I wish I could take all the color back away from it again. And then I'm happy with it again. And then
I can understand that too, because my first love with drawing has always been and will always be charcoal. I mean, no color. That's my favorite. It always has been. I always like, if anybody asks me what's my favorite medium to work with, it's going to be charcoal. So I totally understand you liking the black and white, because it boils it down to just the basic, the real thing. A lot of people can use color like to cover up stuff.
It's just
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it boils right down to it, all your values and lights and darks and all that stuff in black and white is just the best. The best. Yeah, you did, Holly, but I'm going to probably be doing a small one Wednesday with just some little small cards, because I have a big electric bill that I have to pay on Thursday, and I'm not even halfway there yet. So they gave me like a final notice for Thursday. So
You could always bid on Sarah's snail, Holly. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she'd sell that.
Oh, I would sell it.
well, hold it up, see if anybody wants to bid on it.
I just got a letter reminding me that I owe over $14,000 in electricity.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
No,
It
that's
just-
not funny.
It like, however it happened, I was broke and I was paying electricity for 3 households essentially, I think. And
Why
I
three?
just got because when, not for the whole time, but when the other guys were living there, then they were using, so it was like, however many, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like, it was a lot of people and different spaces getting used. But something bit me on my finger.
That just is terrifying.
It's really
I'm,
frightening. And
I'm sitting here. Look, I was feeling sorry for myself because I've got a $270 left that I got to get paid. I paid $200 last month, but I've still got $270 left to pay by Thursday. So it's because it's been so damn cold here that my electric bill has been really high to keep the house warm. Because I'm old, I can't do the super like freezing house.
I can't imagine. I love the cold, but the thing is, I love the cold because I live somewhere that's really hot.
Yeah, you wouldn't love it if you lived here.
You can't function when it's hot. You can't do anything. And when it gets cold, it just gets really comfortably cold. Even when it's like, oh, it's chilly, you can just put on some boots and rug yourself up and, you have a fire or something and you're good.
Okay, hold up the snail and let's see if anybody wants to bid on it tonight. We have 23 people still, so
I love the cat.
let me blow you up. Hold on.
It's weird because I grew up around snow and ice, during the winters. And I really missed it the first couple of years that I moved to the South. And now I really don't like the cold anymore.
I'm getting to where I didn't used to mind it so much when I was younger, but it's getting cold. I can understand people heading for warmer climates when they get old, but I can't do it because I just can't deal with that many people because, people.
Like how much, when it's really hot here, like I often have so much sympathy. I imagine, if you were really old or sick in this heat, how would you survive?
Oh, that's the same thing. I can't take a lot of heat either. You got
to find somewhere nice and medium.
Yep. Holly wants to know what size it is. Looks like it's maybe about 8 by 10, I would guess, Holly, in American, but let's see what she says here.
I think it's probably not. I think it's like maybe 8 by 5.
8 by 6.
That's my best guess, but I can actually work it out. I can measure it. I'm trying to think which paper this is, but it's not quite the one that's like half. Because I know that this paper I know how big it is. And this one's like quite a bit smaller. So I think it's.
Can you email me a photo of the snail? Huawei wants me to share a good detail picture of it as well, please.
Okay, let me see.
I know you're trying to measure and stuff at the same time. Crikey, Craig.
Our next door got robbed last night. Ugh, that sucks.
Email, right?
The drawing that she was holding it up to was one that Grasshopper bought, Holly. So that one is sold, and it was pretty awesome.
So good.
Okay, so this says about 18 by 14 centimeters. And like I can maybe even Google it. So 14 centimeters in inches, 5.5 by 7. No, that actually sounds right too, because I think 5 by 7 might be how big the paper was. I reckon go 5 by 7.
Oh, it makes all the sense, Huawei, and you know it.
Yeah, I think it was one of those ones. I bought these paper pads, and they weren't like most of our paper is in the A system. It's like either A4 or A3 or A5 or something. But I bought these 2 pads, and they were not. And I think that's what that paper is from one of those pads. I just like look around hoping I'll catch sight of the thing I'm looking for, but mostly I don't. Yeah. Let's have a look at that.
Incoming. Oh, hang on.
Oh,
There
okay.
it
I
is.
got it. We do not have an opening. Do you have a
Reserve.
reserve? That's the word I was trying to think of, Blackie. Thank you.
Nope.
Do you have a reserve?
No.
Oh, look at that. Is it a cat snail or a vampire snail?
That's how it came through to me. It was named Cat Snail. But I think there was a question mark, wasn't there?
Yeah, snail cat question mark.
Cat snail, cat snail.
But you know, I don't think that cats and vampires are actually that far away from each other.
No.
Earlier, Blackie, you sang something, and it sounded like a song that I really like, or like the perfect pitch. Could you sing Eels?
Eels.
Yeah, but like go a little more evil. Eels. Eels.
Eels. Eels inside ya.
Oh, that was perfect.
Was I doing who sang the Eels Inside Your song? It was
It's
Terry,
somebody.
wasn't it? With the lifesaver for
Yeah.
one eye.
Was he just evil?
He was quite a nasty chap.
Yeah, that guy's amazing. I love him. I've been trying to find that song forever so I can make it on one of my shorts because I just want eels. That'd be so cool.
Look up
Nobody
Mighty
would get it.
Boosh. Mighty Boosh Eels, and you'll find it.
Oh, I didn't think about putting those together like that.
Yeah, I reckon if you Googled that in YouTubed it, if you YouTubed it, you'd find it quick smart. Oh, looks like we've got a holly in for $40 on the snail.
Oh, very good. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching. I was drawing a butt.
They can be magnetic.
Yes. I got sidetracked by a nice ass.
Yeah, I first saw Holly put in, I'm in for $4. And then I think she must have missed the 0 key before she pushed enter, and then $40 popped up. Do we have any more people interested in the snail? Holly's got one of yours before, hasn't she? I think, how you got? Yeah, I thought Holly had some scunge art already.
I'm not sure which one, but I'm pretty sure I have sent her some.
One of the coolest I have is the book page art.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can go find it.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
I have a lot of my art like packed away, waiting to go up on the wall. And let's see if I can find it right away.
Oh, I do both of those, Aquatic Moose. Just sign up to my OnlyFans and you can get some Renegade cricket commentary and bedtime story audio books.
I don't know if I'm like just detracting from what's actually happening, but I really want to get an idea. I'm thinking about painting that little hill underneath the skulls as well. And I need to know if I should paint it or if I should.
I'm going to say no straight up, because the way that all those white bits, I'm just assuming that the pile is like crumbly bone fragments and stuff, and the where you've put the yellow and the purpley red behind it is just making that just go bang. Oh, sorry, I'm doing hand gestures.
I kind of agree. I like it like that. I like it like that.
It's like popping mega.
Nice. Yeah, I like putting the painting gave this real sort of like depth and distance to the background behind that little pile of skulls.
Big time, big time.
So I like that. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Well, would you leave it like that, or because if you put a background wash or something over that paper, then that might also remove from the effect of.
Yeah. Well, the issue is that when I started drawing this, I didn't know what I was drawing, and in the end, what I've done is, you see, it's not even on the paper. So already, I was thinking to myself that I'll have to trim it because I can't.
Or you could put some more skulls like off to one side of it a little bit.
Yeah,
like some on the ground or something, to kind of like lead
they fell out the side of the bottle.
Yeah, just on the bottom. Like just where like they're underneath of it or something, and just a little line coming out to kind of like throw it into the balance.
Nice.
That's so awesome.
That is very cool.
Love this one.
What a concept too! Just painting on old, or drawing on old books.
Love it.
It's just like a cover up a notepad or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but that notepad is like at $30 and it's got like 10 or 15 sheets of paper in it.
Oh, so
now,
that cover, the paper alone's only worth $1 or $2.
That series of prints with the
fish.
Yeah, those are so cool.
The fish seasons.
That's right, because everyone wanted them to be the seasons. I remember because I made it and I did a couple of colors, and then I don't know which one I had to do. The wintry one might have been, but I also made that fish into stickers.
That was a fun one.
Fun.
That one's really cool too.
Oh, they're all cool. This is probably my favorite, actually.
Yeah, that one's wild.
My sad bunny.
Whenever I see that one, I think she was probably really angry with me that night.
Yeah, well, I drew that not at night. I drew it the day. It was a real
Look
human.
at those colors.
Oh, see, that's right. That was that old watercolor palette that I don't have anymore. They were really good colors. I remember the art shop lady saying, this one isn't the most expensive, but I know someone who illustrates and they said the colors are great and I love them. Oh, I love that one.
Me
I
too.
love that one.
Mm.
Oh, I'm so glad you have that. Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Let's see. I don't know if I. Oh, I found some stickers. See, this one's got sparkles, and this one's just not sparkly.
You got one of each.
Yep.
G'day, Scuba Steve. Sounds
Hey,
like
Scuba.
a sensible idea, Craig, if you're getting a similar sort of warmth to us up here.
And then this was from my ex that was a Campbell.
Oh,
Her last name was Campbell. So isn't that bizarre?
From
But
the
yeah.
clan Campbell.
So that's pretty awesome. But I just wanted to share those real quick.
that was very fun. Thank you.
I feel like I have more, though. I don't know if I do or not. I thought I had some more. I know I have more stickers because I have like 2 sheep stickers or goats or llamas or something like that. And then I made the mermaid that's like rotted in the water.
The cauldron.
Yeah, it's a magnet in the fish room.
Nice.
But I wish I would have bought another one of those. I'd stick that to the back of my computer right now.
I have to send you another one.
Well, I'll buy it. I'll put that on my order next time I order stuff.
I've still got some of those. They're not in this container though. So where are they? Oh, I've got a cardboard box somewhere.
Now, who got the actual piece? Was that Bob or Ginger?
That mermaid one?
Moonstone?
No one got the actual piece because it was a digital drawing. And I did make prints and I have prints. I could probably not. Oh, yes, they're in that box right there. So I've actually got some prints of it. I'll show you.
Yeah, good idea. And yeah, well done, Kat and Huawei. We're actually doing an auction on a snail cat thing. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, I'm supposed to be running this auction, I think. So yeah, there was no other bids. So going once, twice, 3 times sold to who was it again? Holly. It was Freaky Fish
Holly,
Lady.
yeah.
$40.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations, Holly. That's a pretty cool one. I like the
Really
cat
cool
snail.
chick.
Chuck some extra on top for what do you call it? Shipping. Because it's expensive to send things from Australia.
Yeah. I haven't opened up that box for a long time. I got like these prints. I forgot I have them. But this is the one we're talking about, right? Sorry, have I just interrupted?
No, we realised that we hadn't actually consecrated the auction of the snail cat, so we had to finalise it.
Oh, isn't that cool? Very cool.
Oh, I love that. So now you have prints of those?
Yes.
How many
Do
you
you
got?
sell those on your website?
Well, I will sell prints on my website. That's the idea, is that when I get the website going, I want to have some originals on there and prints and stickers and maybe shirts.
Sure. Well, write that down that I'm going to buy one of those for sure.
Yeah.
Because that'd be
Well, at the
I love
moment,
that
I
one.
have pre-printed. I have 4 of these.
4.
Yeah, and since I received them, they've never gone anywhere. They've just sat in my little bag. I never put them out anywhere.
So cool.
Mhm.
It was so weird. They had skeleton mermaids at the Triple Crown in the auction, and I kept bidding on it, and some other schmuck kept bidding on it. And then the next day, Jason from Degenerates, we were both walking down the aisle together, or the hallway together. And I said, yeah, I keep bidding on something. Somebody keeps raising it. And he said the same thing. There's like 500 things, and he's bidding on the same thing as me. We were bidding against each other. But I didn't know his real life name. He didn't know my real life name. And then somebody else won it. So neither one of us won.
Oh, well, at least you guys made that other person pay lots of money.
Yeah, we really did. Because, well, I saw them on eBay for like $30, and I think they ended up going for like $65. But I only wanted one. It was a string of lights, and I really only wanted one because I was going to make a cube with the
Night,
epoxy
Moose.
with it was my goal.
See you, Moose. Thanks for hanging out.
Night, Moose. Dude, you're awesome. Oh, I was going to say something to Moose, but he's probably already gone. He was asking about breeders programs in my stream, and I read it afterwards, but hopefully he'll be on my stream on Thursday, and I'll talk more about. Oh, there he is. He's still there. I don't know if you caught what I was saying, but most clubs only give points to like 3 to 5 guppies because they're all the same family. But if you go with Goodiots, they're all different families. And another good trick is most of the swordtails fish are in separate families. So you can breed like 5 different types of swordtails and get points, breeder points for them all. So think about that too, if you're just looking for easy points. Okay, sorry. We'll go back to normal stuff.
I got some swordtails coming to my house tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, what type?
I don't know.
You don't know?
What color?
It's a mystery.
Z-Beam that I do. He's like a temporary co-host on my live stream. He runs a little fishbowl on his back deck, back patio, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, he's got swordtails jumping out of his bowl at the moment because there's just too many in there. So luckily, I've got some tank space where I can temporarily house some of his swordtails for free.
That's awesome.
Better than them jumping out and dying on the pavers, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. I still want to put something. Not that enough. Sorry.
You go. You're more important.
No, I just want to put something living in my fish tank that's been going. It's there and it's all pretty, but there's no one in there. So you come along, it's empty. It's got rocks and plants and things. I've got to put someone.
You want to put at least something in there in case there's ever mosquitoes eventually.
Yes.
Mhm. Well,
by the way, Josh is talking. I may have some spare swordtails, or you can have the gamboos here. I'm just going to feed them to the birds.
yeah, well, I mean, maybe if they're going to get fed to birds. I was thinking I wanted shrimp in there because they're so cute.
Stacks of them in there.
Like adorable, and I can't not look at them and just I get all stupid head.
Go inside.
Yeah, because they see their little legs going. I love those guys. Hang on. No?
Do you remember what it cost last time you shipped stuff to the States?
Yeah, I think I did because I think the last time I sent something was to Bob and it cost me just $20 for the postage. not including the envelope. And I remember going, because the time before it only cost $15 for that postage. So it had gone.
Because
So-
yeah, Bob has said that he added $15 for postage, which I
should be-
actually it's like $22 at the moment.
Yeah, so that would pay for the postage and the envelope it goes in as well.
Right, that's okay then. I thought he was serious before when he said he was going to do $69.99 postage.
This one right here was 24 that you sent me.
Yeah,
Was the
so
size.
maybe. Oh, that's right. No, because it was expensive, and then they went cheaper, and now they went up. But it was like at first they were doing it. I can't remember. There was something where they changed the postage, and it worked out better for some things.
G'day, GRB.
But
Yeah,
still,
GRB, hi.
Apparently, Australia Post is going broke. Did you hear that?
yeah, I did. Or they just
Yeah.
don't want to deliver letters anymore.
Yeah. They want to go back to like delivering people's letters one day a week instead of every day. Pardon me.
Oh, wow. You'd save a lot of money that way.
Yeah, it seems sensible. I mean, unless you're waiting on really important express mail.
Yeah, but so I think if you did it express, then they would deliver it.
Yeah, it's going to turn
How
up
many
with a courier or something
People
instead.
lose their jobs.
Well,
'Cause
we
you could
need to have a
effectively
postage
cut
system.
80% of your work population.
Mm. Unfortunately, employing humans is one of a company's greatest expenses, isn't it?
Yep. Sad. But I would sure like it if I'd only get bills on one day of the week, so I wouldn't be miserable every day of the week, except for Sundays. I'm always like, I love Sundays because I don't get any mail. Isn't that terrible?
My parcel delivery guy, he's often so busy through the week that he works on Sundays and will deliver parcels on Sundays just to get it done.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's always so exciting when he turns up on Sunday.
I know, right?
Because you're thinking you're going to have to wait till Monday and on Sunday he only ever brings good things. It's not like he comes on Sunday with the electricity bill. He comes on Sunday with the parcel you're waiting for.
Valid point, love. Valid point.
Well, I could handle that. I don't know. I don't like the mail people. I just hate getting mail. And it's like I only get 2 bills or 3 bills, I guess, a month really, but I still hate them.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
I'm
Bob
always
says
waiting for a surprise bill.
Bob sent some extra bucks just in case the postage is more expensive.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. You're a legend.
Yeah, that one that cost $24, that was the one that had the kind of the dog on the book paper. And then I bought like 6 stickers. Was in there too. I don't think I had anything else in that package.
At least you know that that book page one is a one-off as well. It's a unique piece.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I've done some birds before on top of like old old sheets of music paper.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I should do that again when I get. I think I got like books and books of old sheet music in storage. When I get to it, I'll have to do some more drawings on it. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to do.
I went to.
Any, I'll look for it.
I went and bought some books. Like I specifically went to the shop and I was like, I'm going to just get some secondhand books that I can use the paper from for art stuff. But then I felt like I couldn't wreck the books, so I ended up just keeping.
That's what I did with the sheet music. I found it like at a secondhand store, and it was like really, really old sheet music. And I thought, well, this would be kind of cool to draw birds on. So yeah, I got some of it.
Yeah. As it
I
turned
like
out, one of the
experimenting with stuff like that.
Hmm.
Damn, I might buy one if I can find one of my mom's favorite songs. If I mail it to you, could you do a little
Ooh.
bluebird or something on it?
Oh,
Because
What
definitely.
a great idea.
My-
What a great idea, Ed.
That is a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
our
I could
birthday isn't
definitely
until
do that.
November, but
And it was
Oh.
I enjoyed doing it too, and it turned out pretty cool to have like music underneath of it. It turned out really cool, and I can see where that'd make a really cool gift. If it was like one of her favorite songs.
Mm, absolutely.
and my mom plays the piano still today, so I'll find out one of her favorites, and then if you could do like a little bluebird or a finch, because our last name means little bird.
Yeah,
So
I could do. I've got
she's
lots
like-
and lots of little bluebirds. I
Little
could do a
birds.
bluebird really easily. I think I've got a couple finches too.
That's a very
I can
sweet
definitely
and
do that.
thoughtful gift for your mother, Ed.
Yeah, and like I say, I had fun doing it on the ones I did it with, so I would definitely do it for you. That's pretty cool idea.
She plays that "I Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" all the time on the piano. I know that's one of her favorites for playing.
We'll
It's 'cause
just
it's
rip
got
it out
that-
of her music book and send it to me. She won't
Yeah.
notice.
She probably knows it by memory now. She doesn't need the score.
That would be hilarious. She'd be searching for that thing forever and just forgot it as a gift, and then she'd probably give me glaring eyes.
And you just tell her you can get sheet music on your iPad, Mum, until the picture arrives.
Oh, she loves that song. I see trees of green.
Wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
She loves that song so much too. Maybe I could get the sheet music to that.
That'd probably be a sweeter one to have the bird picture on than the "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina."
Well,
It's kind
and she had that song sang at my grandma's funeral even.
I think it's also one of the most movied up songs of all time. Don't quote me on my facts though, because they're just speculations, not facts.
We did it in a short last week just to make my mom happy. Let's see if anybody even watched it.
A short
It
of
seems
what?
like I make shorts every day. I make a fish and a cat short every day. And it seems like people much more prefer, or it's not the people, it's the computer. They have a computer that listens, watches, and reads what you've said. And if it doesn't like what you have, it just cuts you off right away. Like, I'll have things that are watched 200%, where, like, if it's a 10-second video, they're watching it for 20 seconds, which theoretically they should just play forever, but they'll turn it off after 500 views and stuff.
Oh. Stupid AI.
Yeah, it
Why
was
isn't that AI? Get your shit together.
it was this one of this discus I shot
Ooh.
I just
in
gone
Miami.
and
I'm not playing the music so we don't get demonetized. Yeah, it only got 514 views and 1 sub. But it was a real pretty bit short.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down if everybody's okay with that.
Does anyone want to bid 7 cents for this nonsense?
Let me see it. Let me blow you up so you can show us. That is pretty cool, Blackie.
It is pretty cool.
It's going good.
Trying to fill in the gaps. That's the tedious part.
And
Making it whole.
we need to see Ed's a
See,
little
Jeff?
creation here.
Hang on. I don't want Nico to step on my art. Okay.
Just cut his feet off.
Oh, he's so cool.
Nice.
Really turned out cool, Ed.
Very good.
So I'll be curious to
We
see
could've
when
drawn out
you
of a
do your D&D show, see what the stats and stuff are on him.
Tomorrow I'm gonna glaze it, or cover it with a lacquer that'll make it look like it's high gloss.
Yeah.
But
The colors though, and
It's-
the shading is really nice on it.
thank you. I just used 2 different color. Well, no, I guess there's about 5 different colors, but the body was basically just 2 colors, and I just piled it on in some areas and not on the others, and
It looks
double
really
coated
nice.
and stuff. Thanks.
Turned out
That's
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it certainly got you the textured effect instead of just a flat color.
Do you have a finished product to show us, Sarah?
Oh, Huawei's bidded my requested 7 cents for my picture, but I forgot that there's no increments lower than $1 on this channel, Huawei. So
Wait,
Don't have
maybe
any-
that was 7 Canadian.
But I'll just show you because I did. I'm trying
Oh,
to think
wow.
if I did some on something else, but I did some of this one today. I did
Yeah.
some another day, so I only built on it today, and I did some of this one today as well.
And that one is just really cool too. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it.
I love how thick and dark the black at the bottom looks.
Yeah.
I was
Endless.
thinking the exact same thing.
So thick. Is that like that impossible black or whatever, that the blackest black paint ever?
I'd like to get some of those things, but no, it's not. I'm trying to think if it's just this guy.
This guy.
If it's not just this guy, then it is.
This guy? I couldn't find any black.
Wait, isn't that by the same company that does that blackest black paint?
No, this ink is by a company they're called Art Spectrum.
Yeah, listen to me talking about like I'm oh no paints and stuff. Yeah, sure.
I think that the guy who makes that blackest black is called Stuart Semple.
That sounds right. He still pops up in my Instagram feed now and then.
Yeah, well, I think
Andy's saying,
I
Cat's
get
saying,
it or something.
Blackie, will you auction it off when you're done? No, because then I'll feel like Pam and Sarah, and I'll have this artist angst of selling stuff when we feel it's worthless and whatnot. I'll be afraid to put a dollar value on it. Huawei seems to be in the right neighborhood with 7 cents and then rounding it up to the dollar.
I think it might be 7 Canadian and then rounded up to $1.
7 Canadian cents.
Well, okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream because it's late. And
All right.
I wanna
Congratulations
thank
to
all
all
my
those
StreamYard.
people that won pictures and stuff. And
Thanks,
congratulations
guys.
to the
Thanks,
artist.
everybody, for coming
That's
in.
all.
And thank you, Ed. And thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Blackie.
Thank you.
Don't forget Bob. Bob was here.
And Bob. Yep,
Thanks.
for a little bit of time you were here. And good night, Bob. And good night, everybody. And we'll see you when we
When we're
see you,
looking
I
at you.
guess. Yeah, that's it.
Wednesday.
That's it. Have a good night, everybody.
So yes.
Night. And thank you, Grasshopper and Cat, for modding.
Yeah, thanks
He's
for slinging
awesome.
links to our way.
Oh, I'm trying to get to the button. There we go.